Hey everybody, and welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and later like Jackson. This one's coming from my kitchen, and it's going to be a really short one, little quick one. This is like 2-3 ingredient thing, and I hope it works out. So I saw it on I guess TikTok is where I saw it, and it worked out pretty well. I wish I remember the guy's name who posted it to give him a shout out, but it's ice cream bread. It's really cool. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell down in that corner, get notifications. We do these as close to Tuesdays and Fridays as we can. Also, there's a link down in the doobly-doo for our merch, such as our aprons and fake hands and spatulas and all kind of stuff. We're a small business. We appreciate it. And let's just get into the bread, man. We're making bread. Yeah. Like the basis of human consumption. Like how you can tell civilization started is people start making bread. I'm rambling. Food.
All right, this is super simple. You get 2 pints of ice cream, any kind you want. I got the butter pecan stuff. You need some self-rising flour, just 2 cups of that. But it has to be the self-rising stuff, or it's not going to work. And I'm going to use some of the spray on my stuff. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but I'm going to use it anyway. Not mandatory. Going to need a mixing bowl, something to bake it in, and a wooden spoon. And that's it. That is your list of ingredients. I mean, the Bluebell can get a little expensive. I get it. So go ahead and preheat your oven to 350. Okay, let that start doing while you're going to get an arm workout mixing this up. You're going to get 2 cups of your self-rising flour. It doesn't have to be too exact, man. I'm never great at this, especially sifting, but I do accidentally throw some of this out, so I make up for all the over-pouring that I do here. But again, just 2 of these. Make sure it's the self-rising stuff or it won't work. Get your ice cream here. Now, somebody suggested melting this first. It would probably work better. Thanks to my freezer, this is the 4th set of these ice cream things that keep melting and pouring out and making a mess in my thing. So go ahead and get both of those, cut them down, and then we're just going to stir it into the flour. Be very careful. It'll spill. It'll make a mess. It takes forever to clean up, but it makes it look like it's very complicated when you come out with flour on your face. So just use a nice wooden spoon to be nice and slow, nice and careful, and we're going to slowly mix it in. Now, because it's still, like a little flour fart, and since it's still frozen or still very cold, it's just going to lump up like this. So you just keep stirring it. It took me about 15 minutes. I was watching the What Culture Horror stuff. I was doing this as a breakdown. Everybody always asks me what I'm doing. So once you get it nice and stirred into at least some decent lumps, go ahead and get that oil inside your little baking pan. Yeah, it looks horrible. It's sticky, but it's still very cold. Now, I'm guessing you could heat this up, but I wouldn't want to like superheat the cream or whatever, so I just went ahead and left it cold. It just takes a little while. I could probably get all this over in one giant clump. Look at that. You're going to try to mash it in there now. I use this little spatula to scrape all this stuff off the side. It is still very, very sticky. As soon as you're done with that, put water in there. You're never going to get that stuff off the side without having to scrub the hell out of it. So get it in here. Use both your utensils to kind of scrape these down. Pat it in as best you can. Again, super sticky. But that's just how it is. Every time I've seen somebody do this recipe, that's how it works. But kind of mash it in there. Could have probably done about half as tall as this. Put it in one of the smaller ones for a little bit of it. Just going to do it. So you're going to put it in for 30 to 45 minutes. I put mine it took right at 40 minutes to get it close to what I wanted. So I can do the same as a cake. It feels warm, but it's not quite done on top. Like bread is darker on the top. Still dirty on a toothpick, so the inside's still squishy. So I'm going to put it back in. It's been at 30 minutes. I'm going to put it in for another 5. This is pretty good. I could probably do it for another 10 just to darken on the outside, but I'm not too much of the super dark on the crust of the bread stuff. So I got this nice golden brown. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know what happened in this picture, but yeah, it took me right at 40 minutes at 350. 2 cups of self-rising sugar and 2 pints of ice cream. Like, I did the butter pecan stuff, but you could probably do it with any kind of flavored ice cream. Like, I want to try this with some different stuff. This was amazing by itself. It wasn't near as sweet as I expected because of the ice cream. I expected it to be very, very sweet. It was not. It was very great for a bread. You could have done anything like a jam sandwich or something with this would be perfect. The pecans were all through it, so that was really helpful. I just hit it with a little bit of butter, sprinkled a little cinnamon on it, and just ate it as the bread. That was really amazing. This is really good. Use it for your meal prep stuff, like make it at the beginning of the week, put a little slice of it with everything. Like I said, there you go. I put a little butter on it. But this was too good. It was super simple. I'm very much impressed on how this turned out. You got to give it a try and let me know how it goes.
And there you have it. That shit worked. It's so good. Hit it with a little butter, sprinkle a little, so good. You guys do it differently. You want to see me do it differently? I like to try it with different kinds of ice cream. Let me know. But put it down in the comments. That's what they're for. I got a mouthful of food. I know this is disgusting. I'm sorry. There's a mouthful of bread. That's just too cool. Or you can find us on social media and let me know over there how gross it was that I was eating on camera. We're at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon, and all those are Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can always find it on Instagram, Live Between. Had to shorten it down over there. You can find me, Osway Nerdy, on all those, including Twitter and TikTok, where I'm usually just talking nerd stuff. And we're always willing to represent your recipes, man. Send them in. That'll be awesome. I'll see y'all next time. There's more bread to eat. That's the last time I said that. Woo! Carbs! Take that, doctor. Made out of ice cream. Totally healthy.